Welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog reads Sonic IDW issue 31, Rise of the Vampire Hedgehog. Now let's continue where we left off, shall we? First, he lunged at Amy, who was about to use her Pico hammer, but he threw it out of her hands. It was then he jumped at her and started to suck her blood. Next, Cream lunged at Knuckles, who tried desperately to escape by punching at the bedroom door. She sucked his blood as well. Then, Cheese charged at Tails, who was lying on the ground in shock. His blood got sucked too. As Sonic witnessed his best friend being turned into a vampire, he began to walk away from the Rabbit and Chow. Cream giggled evilly before saying, "Well, Sonic, it looks like you've got nowhere to run." Sonic tried to get the young rabbit to reconsider sucking his blood by begging her. "Cream, stop! Stop it! This is not you!" She stopped to hear him. "You don't want to suck my blood. As a matter of fact, you don't want to suck anyone else's blood," Sonic said. "You need to fight the urge to feed." Cream began to feel uncomfortable and tried to explain that she was a vampire. However, she became furious at the blue hedgehog. "No, your blood is mine," Cream shouted. "You and your friends shall rise and join us to suck the blood of the rest of our friends. Let's get him, Cheese." Cheese agreed with his owner. Sonic managed to dodge both Cream and Cheese when they tried to lunge at him. He performed his homing attack on the door to knock it down. Surprisingly enough, it actually worked. Sonic ran out of Cream's bedroom to the living room while he was in pursuit by two vampires. But once he made his way to the living room to reach for the front door, he tripped and fell onto the floor. Sonic turned to realize that his foot just got caught by Cheese, holding onto the jump rope. He tried to untangle himself as quickly as possible, but by that time, it was too late. Cream appeared next to Cheese. "Nice try, Mr. Sonic," said Cream, "but your time is up." Now fearing for his life, Sonic begged and pleaded with the young rabbit and Pet Chow not to suck his blood. Unfortunately, his last ditch of effort for help fell on deaf ears. They lunged at the blue hedgehog, who started to scream at the top of his lungs. "No!" As I read Sonic scream for help while his blood got sucked, I began to feel a chill down my spine. Why would anyone make this as an issue? This is just wrong. The Sonic franchise never shows any blood or gore. The comic ends with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Cream, and Cheese all as vampires, staring at the readers. Sonic began to speak in the same language Cream had. "We hope that this story didn't scare you too much," he said in an evil tone of voice. "Just remember, don't have a wooden stake and any garlic necklace to defend you from us vampires. If so, we would suck your blood. Until next issue, kids, pleasant dreams." He and his friends laughed evilly. I left the comic issue and gave myself an hour or two to calm myself down. As I recollected myself, I thought, who else is next to become vampires? Shadow? Rouge? The Chaotix? But at the same time, I began to think about whose idea was it to make a vampire version of Sonic. I mean, Sonic was meant for kids and adults alike. I hope the others don't turn into vampires. I was considering contacting Ian Flynn, who was the head writer for the Sonic IDW publishing via email. But before I could do that, I got an email on Google. It was, of course, from Ian Flynn himself. Ian Flynn was originally the chief writer for the Sonic Archie comics before SEGA and Archie cut ties with each other. Here's what he wrote. "Hello, reader. If you have read Rise of the Vampire Hedgehog, that issue has been deleted from our IDW publishing website. one of our writers, whom I will not say his name, wrote that comic to mock the original Dracula film from 1931 and the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. We rejected the idea, but he released it to the website anyway. He is now terminated from his job. We won't be releasing new issues involving Sonic and new adventures during the Metal Virus saga. Our sincerest apologies for those who have read the banned issue and are currently scarred. This is Ian Flynn signing out. Now that I'm officially on summer vacation, I continue to read the Sonic IDW comics. I just really hope that Sonic doesn't become a Zombot. I also hope that Dr. Eggman and his new ally, Dr. Starline, get what they deserve for turning the Blue Hedgehog, the Blue Hero, and his friends into these heartless robots. And that was Sonic IDW issue 31, Rise of the Vampire Hedgehog, a Sonic IDW Lost comic creepypasta, written by Bailey Maloney. What do I think of it? To be perfectly honest, I actually find this story really good. This is much better than the Sonic.exe creepypasta. Now, the sentence structuring was really good. The paragraph structuring was really nice. At first it was kind of squished in there according to the Shadow Lioness, but you did a great job in editing the paragraph structuring. Now, I'm willing to excuse a blood cliche. Besides, they're vampires. Vampires drink blood. That's what they do, basically. I actually like the fact that you're trying to come up with something new, like making a comic creepypasta. Now, that has never been used before, and I'm really glad that you're coming up with something new. That's a really good thing. Instead of following the VHS tape and DVD cliche, which has been used countless amount of times, if you're going to do that, you might want to make it somewhat believable. But this creepypasta, I gotta say, that was nearly believable. I thought that was a real issue. Now, according to what this was read, according to what took place, it might have had 15 issues in there. I think it was while issue 16 was about to be released. And as for the Metal Virus, I have no idea what it is, but I just hope that the IDW publishing counterpart of me makes it out of there okay. But other than that, this story is actually really nice. I so can't wait to show the rest of the gang, the rest of the Sonic IDW Lost comic creepypastas. I think SBO is in the process of reading Reign of the Vampire Hedgehog, Whisper with Siege of the Vampire Hedgehog, and Shadow Fall of the Vampire Hedgehog. Bailey, if you're watching this, you're doing a really great job in this. And the Shadow Lioness, if you're watching this, thank you so much for taking the time to reading the Sonic Vampire Hedgehog saga. Oh, and if you haven't done already, don't forget to subscribe to the Shadow Lioness. We would really appreciate that. Now, what do you all think of this creepypasta? Did you all like it, or did you not? Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Well, I gotta get going. I'm about to have some breakfast with Team Sonic, consisting of my best pals, Tails, Knuckles, and Lavinia. But thank you all very much for watching. This is Sonic the Hedgehog signing off. See ya!